Hey, good evening, everybody. What's going on? It's Friday night. That's right, y'all. It's Friday night, and tonight we are at Pocono. Thank you for joining us, everybody, on a Friday night. Thanks, everybody, for the North American Racing Series, brought to you by the great partnership of the folks at NASRAC and our sponsor, Phantom Racing League. Speaking of Phantom, got my good buddy Elvin Priest up here in the booth tonight, the owner and driver in Phantom League. Just won the regular season championship the other night over there, Phantom. Elvin, how you doing tonight, my friend?
Dude, I am doing amazing, especially after winning that regular season championship, man. Dude, I'm ready for this race tonight, dude. I got one sock on, one sock off, dude. I think I'm ready.
Hey, you still doing the partying and the celebrations from that, man. That's all.
Oh
That's
yeah, I got my
awesome.
Capri Suns, man. You better watch out.
Well, tonight you get to sit back and relax and possibly watch one of these guys lock up the regular season championship tonight at the North American Racing Series. Parley is in first place right now with the points lead. He's got kind of a comfortable points lead coming in tonight with 37. And this is definitely one of his favorite tracks. It's right in his wheelhouse. He's excited about this race. I talked to him earlier. He's really excited about this race, and he ran really, really well at Pocono and Phantom maybe about a month ago here at Pocono. Parley did.
Oh yeah, most definitely, dude. He had a flyer when he was racing in Phantom, and the thing that hurt him the most was pit road. So hopefully we do not see history repeat itself tonight.
Yeah, we definitely don't want that, man. But he's gonna have some challengers tonight, man. We had first time winner last week, Amar. Got the big win last week at Talladega by a nose, and I mean literally by the nose of his car. Very, very, very tight. Very, very tight finish
Hmm.
that he at the end of that race. But he's going to look at a lot of other competition. Spoke to John Waterforce. John was out of the race last week, couldn't make the race. He's back this week in that number one car, and he said that he's a returning winner. He won this race last year in North American Racing Series, and he's fired up. He's ready to go. If he's going to make a run, any kind of run for the regular season championship, he might want to get on his high horse tonight.
Oh yeah, most definitely. You got to stay on top of things, especially coming to an end, and it's gonna be close. Yeah. Wasn't expecting that alley oop there.
Well, I gotta throw a ground ball every once in a while. Of course, we're running, running a few minutes fashionably late. So these guys have already qualified, and we're getting the invites now. So we're gonna be getting ready to go green here in a matter of just a few seconds. Let me see if I can see who's on the pole. Oh, guess surprise, surprise! Who's on the pole tonight? Parley. Just talk about him. Leading in the championship series in points, and he's got the pole tonight. But with Pocono, Elvin, what's the trick with getting around here? They call it the tricky triangle, to where this is a slider series, but you still got to make adjustments. How do you set these cars up? For three totally different corners of a racetrack.
Um, I have not worked on a slider car at this track, but if I had to take a guess, I would say it's all about the middle and exit, regardless of what turn you're going through. You got to ace turn two and make sure you hit that mark every single time, so you have speed coming out. Turns three can be a little bit tricky because if your car's too tight, you're gonna slide up and hit the wall and exit. In turn one, you gotta let off early, let it coast in, and hope your car rotates coming out and you don't push it too hard where you hit the wall. So
Uh,
definitely a tricky racetrack, man, that we're gonna
uh,
be broadcasting tonight.
I'm anxious and looking forward to see how these boys do off of that tunnel turn. When
Oh yeah.
you get too wide, you get two abreast trying to go through that tunnel turn, and I mean some of these guys might even get real excited and and really high on themselves and maybe take it 3 wide through a tunnel turn. We've seen that happen before, but
Mhm.
there's only so much room there in that tunnel turn, and that wall will get to you real quick. I mean, I can tell you that from firsthand experience.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Yeah, you just there's too hard, there's medium, and then there's too easy. You just gotta find that sweet spot. It's all about that sweet spot, and once you find that, you're basically on rails. And with these sliders, you just gotta keep going and hope that you're with the pack that is pulling away, and not the pack that is falling back.
And that's the other trick here with this race is the draft. Here at Pocono does and will play an effect. And the counter, the clock is rolling. They're getting clicked down. Did you get plenty of invites, Eldon?
Oh, I got like seven, and I got an invite from Timmy. So looks like Timmy's racing.
Yes, it did. I got the same invite. It's going to be awesome to see Timmy up here, and he's got a win out of 2 races. And we are getting the okay to join. So let's join up and let's go racing at Pocono Raceway with the North American Racing Series, brought to you by the good friends and a partnership at Nasrac Racing and our number one sponsor, Phantom Racing League. Watch those guys every Thursday night in the Pro Series, and the Pro Am runs on Saturday night, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Saturday nights, that's right. Saturday nights for the Pro Am, and Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern for the Pro guys on Thursday night. But tonight is Friday. Kick up on them Friday night lights. Grab that frosty beverage and your bag of popcorn, whatever your favorite munchies are, because we going racing for a lot. Put down a lot of laps here at Pocono. Getting revved up. These guys are excited, man. Can't wait to see the full running order on this. We know that Parley is on the pole tonight, and I think John Waterforce looks like he's gonna got the outside pole and take in second position. But we are live and we are green at Pocono.
As you see, this 14 making it 3 wide in the beginning, but now they're back 2 wide as they're going towards the tunnel turn.
And here they go, right through the tunnel turn. Looking good the first time through. Parley in that 42 car jumps out to an early lead. Let's introduce these drivers for you real quick. Parley, our pole sitter, driving that number 42 Chevy Camaro tonight. He's our points leader coming in, looking to maybe wrap the regular season championship up tonight with a win if he can. Next up, John Waterforce in the 1 car, driving that number 1. He might have something to say about that regular season championship tonight before it's all said and done with. John driving that number 1 car tonight. Racing Propane, here's another guy. He's capable of winning tonight. Teammates with the 42 or 43 of Parley. Driving that number 16 car, that's Racing Propane. Look for him to have a good run. He's riding up in P3 already. Qualified real good. He's going to have a good run tonight. And there's the 43 car, Timmy Racer, driving that number 43. I believe he started 4th, but here he is now. Is looking to get underneath of that 16 car. Took a peek underneath there. Didn't have enough going into turn 3, so he's going to tuck back in line behind that 16 car and get that draft working for him. But there's Timmy Racer driving that very nice paint scheme on that number 43. Aussie Rules in the 14. There's Aussie driving that 14 car. Driving in the mid-pack, and he likes this car. He likes this track. Look for him to have a good run tonight. Rhinoff in the 24. There's Rhinoff driving that 24 Chevy Camaro. Looks like he's getting down. He looks like he's getting a little wiggly. He's got already battling and maybe saw loose condition already. I know that that's not a lag shower. I'm hoping that's not a lag shower.
I mean, I see this 43 lagging. It looks like, yeah, it seems like everybody's lagging right now. So,
yeah, we've
got some lag storms.
Yeah, we've getting the lag storms. Is Rhinoff in that 24? Thart in the 12 car. As these guys are backing out, we're going to back out here as well as they introduce the drivers.
All right, well, Not trying to be the little Debbie Downer, but this gives us some time to talk about our picks and our dark horses. So I'll go first after
Yes,
seeing what the field's
you
looking
are the
like.
guest. You are the guest. So yes, please, by all means, who you know as you know how it goes. You get the one primary pick, and then you get your dark horse. So who you got tonight?
All right, so just for I'm going to start with my dark horse pick. And my dark horse pick, it got to be Racing Propane. This dude, week in, week out, he's very consistent. He has determination. He watches Phantom every single week, so that's a plus. And hopefully he took some notes on Pocono, and he was running just in that little span that we had. He was running in the top three, so there's no telling what we can see out of him. And for my primary pick, I got to go with Parley, but I hope Pit Road doesn't murder him this time. And just the raw speed off of Parley, because I know when I raced him, he was a flyer, and it seemed like he had the fastest car, but things just didn't go his way. So maybe things might go his way tonight, and he might get that regular season championship tonight at Pocono.
Very likely. Now, I gave you the ground ball, and you took my pick, Parley, as the number one pick. Yeah, I was going to go with him, but since you took Parley off the board, and I can't pick him because you took him off the board, I'm going to have to go with another top pick here, and I got to go with Timmy. I got to go with Timmy Racer.
Fair pick.
I mean he's raced twice. He won once. This will be his third race. He comes to race to win, and I love it. I love what he brings to the track each week. So, and he always going to bring speed. You know, when Timmy's on the track, he's going to bring speed, and he's going to be competitive, I think. So I'm my number one pick tonight. I got to go with Timmy Racer. As far as my dark horse, since you pretty much took the other one off of my hands for me, being Racing Propane, thank you very much. um, hmm. Let's see here. I'm gonna have to go with John Waterforce, man. I'm gonna have to go with John on this. You know, he comes in third in points behind Azrael Looms, who's in second, and Parley, of course, is in first. But let's take a look at these points. Like I said, Parley is in first, coming into points, and like I said, he's got a good lead. He's got a 37-point lead coming into tonight over second place of Azrael Looms. John Waterforce in third. It's almost, he missed that race last week. He had to miss a race. Um, you gotta wonder. I mean, if he was able to make that race last week, man, it could have been even closer. But he's still in striking distance. He's only 50 points back of Parley, so he's not out of it yet. But he needs some help. But John Waterforce is in third in points. Racing Propane in fourth. There's a guy there, Racing Propane, driving a 16 car. He's having a heck of a season so far. Fourth in points. Start in fifth. Then we followed up with T-Dog in sixth, Aussie Rules in seventh, Brother Nero in eighth, Snowy in ninth, Zach in 10th, and Amar in the top 11. Amar, as you know, got that huge win last week at Talladega. I want to keep an eye on that 99 car of Amar because, you get a win, man, and you break that ice with the win. I mean, that can just give you so much confidence and so much momentum, dude.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So gonna be watching him tonight. I know he showed out at Charlotte when I was broadcasting, and I missed Talladega. So rip.
Oh, you missed out. You missed a good one, my friend. You're gonna have to go to the North American Racing Series YouTube channel. When you can't sleep at night one night this week or something, when you're doing all your celebrating and partying from your regular season championship over there at Phantom, and watch that Talladega, especially stage. If you only watch the stage, watch stage 3 because it got busy, it got racy, it got exciting. It got crazy there to the end. I mean, Amar won that thing by the hood of his car and nothing more. All right, so we got the join. We're gonna try this again. So let's grab this invite here and let's join on up. And like I used to say to the bartender, let's try this again.
Over one more thing that I noticed, and that number 12 car, Thart, he's fast every single time he hits the track. And I noticed that he was in the back when we first started, so I think he missed qualifying, or maybe he just got some rust off from taking a. I don't know if he was there for Talladega or not, but maybe he just got some rust from a. I don't know. He just got some rust.
Hey, it's very true, and I mean, we have a couple guys that are out tonight. P. Fulton in the 4 car. Hope you get well, buddy. Hope you get come out of the flu. He's got the flu tonight, and
Oh no!
yeah. P. Fulton, he's got the flu tonight, and he's knocked out with it. So he's on the sidelines tonight. He's not going to be able to drive that 4 car tonight. So P. Fulton is out, and Hockey Bukaki still missing in action. Hockey Bukaki not going to be in the race either as well. But these guys are racing, and we are back to green. We are back to racing at Pocono in the North American Racing Series. Parley, just like before, jumps out to an early lead. And let me try to get through the rest of these guys where I left off. Aussie Rules in the 14, Ryanov in the 24, Thart in the 12. There you go. There's your guy we were just talking about, Thart. There he is in the 12 car. Looks like he's already up there in the 7th position, getting ready to fall back to 8th in the 22 car. But there's Thart driving that number 12 car. He should have a good run tonight. He's right there in striking distance as well. He's got to get his horse. He's got to get back on the horse as well. Azriel Looms in the 22. There's Azriel driving that number 22 car. Having a great season. Coming into tonight, second in points. He's got a shot to, if he can pull off a big win tonight, maybe some stage points as well, and hope for some unlucky help on the 42 of Parley. He still has a shot. But so you know, Azriel Looms in his 22 is going to go balls to the wall tonight. I promise you that. JB in the 41 again tonight. There's JB driving around that 41. He's just kind of cruising right now, driving this 41. He's staying there in a draft, kind of logging some laps. We'll see where he comes out tonight. I bet you we'll be calling his name quite a few. Same with T-Dog in the number 7. He's driving back here, just hanging out in the back right now in that number 7 car. But I guarantee you that won't be for long. He'll be moving up to the front, promise you. Zach in the 5 car, driving that number 5 Chevy, HendrickCars.com Chevrolet. There he is in that number 5 car as he's trying to move on up there. He's got a little pack ahead of him. He's got some work to do in that 5 car. Snowy in the 48. Snowy, he had a great run last week going at Talladega, off to a slow start tonight at Pocono, but still a lot of time. We're just getting underway tonight. Amar in the number 99, last week's winner at Talladega, driving that number 99 as he's going under the 41 now and makes a clean pass. He's getting his foot down on the metal. He's got to catch up to that pack, driving that number 99. And that's our field tonight. Back up to the front. Parley in the 42, out to the lead as we got a shake up here right behind him. John Waterforce fell back just a little bit. Opened the door for Racing Propane. These two are teammates, so you got teammates 1 and 2. Parley and Racing Propane running 1 and 2. That can be a very, very big help, man, when you're Parley and you got your teammate right behind you. But look at that 43 car. There's Timmy Racer in that 43. He's going to have something to say about this teammate party going on in the front, too. That 43. Here comes Ryanov in the 24. He's going to jump out there.
24 going for a bottom shot on that number 16. He went from, 4th to 2nd as he got the 1 car behind him, giving him some help in turns 3.
Yeah, he did. He saw the opening there in that tunnel turn, and he took it, man. He sent it in underneath, and he took both positions from Timmy and John Waterforce. And here he is, side by side with the 16 car. He's going to lose out, not having any drafting help. Racing Propane, he's got the 2 cars behind him. He's got a whole line behind him now. Thart and Azriel Looms also back there. Ryanov kind of single-dingle. Now he's going to be able to get some help going into turn 1 as these guys drop down low to the bottom side there in turn 1. Which, I mean, That's one of the things here with Pocono, man. And a little contact made between the 22 and 24. No harm, no foul there. 24 trying to get back in line a little bit. He lost a lot of momentum getting out of that throttle. As here
This
comes
has to
start.
be This has to be one of the best runs that I've seen this 24 have all season. He was up to second place, and I just haven't seen that out of the 24 yet. And so maybe he's showing he's flexing his muscle a little bit, and he's saying, hey, I can run up here even though this is my first time. So maybe some new things to see in the future for that number 24 car.
I tell you what, Reinhold, from the start of the season, he's another one that's gotten better and better and better as the season has gone on. He's gotten more consistent as the season has gone on, especially when he has the help of his Hendrick teammates. He can really get going. But yeah, he's gotten better and better and better as the year has gone on in that 24 car. Let's check in with let's check in and see what's going on back here as Zach and 6 in a 5 car. Zach is trying to move up here. He's right there behind T-Dog and Amar. But I want to check in with this 14 car of Aussie Rules. Checking in with him as he's now losing this main pack. Currently driving an 8 spot. Aussie Rules, he's another one, man. He's had a very, very good... He got off to an early jump on the season. He came out of the gate firing, but kind of has cooled off over the past couple of weeks in that 14 car. He was running really hot, really good in the first part of the season, but this last part of the season, he's really, really cooled off. Not exactly sure why. I'm not sure if it's just, you know, kind of the tracks and some of his not so favorite tracks maybe. I don't know. But he's definitely kind of cooled off in that 14 car compared to the beginning of the season.
Oh yeah, most definitely. As you get further into the season, you're gonna see that from people, but they're just getting a little break, maybe get some Gatorade in them, and then, you know, they're gonna be back up there like nothing happened. It's just going to take some time because I tell you, man, these league races, I do one and I'm exhausted, man. So I understand it and I feel it for them. But, hey, you're almost to the end. You just got to keep pushing and improving.
And you got that right, man. And it's a battle of attrition sometimes. Speaking of a battle, starting to look at possibly having a battle up here in the front. You got Azriel Looms and Timmy Racer in the 22 and 43 respectively. They're right behind the top 3 of Parley, Racing Propane, and John Waterforce. These two guys in the 22 and the 43, they might be hooked up a little bit here. We'll kind of see. They're kind of riding in line now. I mean, we're only in stage 1, so we're just pretty much starting this race. We're only 8 laps into this thing, so we've got a long way to go. So it looks like these guys kind of just minding their own P's and Q's right now, just kind of logging some laps. But here we go now. John Waterforce stuck to the top side. That's going to open the door for the whole train on the bottom, and he's going to drop like a rock to the back end of this little pack here probably. Azriel Looms jump up top in the 22, gives him a little bit of help on that top side. And like I was saying, Elvin, we got a little contact there. John Waterforce in the 20 in the 1 got right up on the 22 car as they were coming off of turn 1. Contact was made just enough to where they lost that momentum, got out of the throttle, and now the top 3 is starting to got a nice little cushion there because those two guys had to get out of the throttle and lost a lot of momentum. But look who's down, moved up in the 3rd spot. There's that 43 car, Timmy Racer. Keep your eye on him.
I think we're getting closer and closer to pit stops happening. So it's going to be interesting when these guys come down pit road. I'm not going to tell you who I'm going to be watching, but I think you could take a guess. But Propane, man, that car's white now, and he's flexing his muscle to Parley, and he's like, hey, I'm the big dog here. And he's trying to get by him. I see him peek his nose a little bit here and there, but other than that, I think these guys are just going to stick in line and try to pull away from that group right behind them, consisting of the 22, the 1, and the 12 car.
I think you're right. And speaking about peeking his nose under there, here comes Timmy Racer. He's peeking his nose underneath the Racing Propane in that 16. Going into turn 3, he dives it and sends it on in, and he's going to take the spot for second. He's going to break up that little teammate power of the 1-2, and he's going to put him to separate now. Timmy Racer's going to set his sights on that 42 car of Parley.
Oh yeah, most definitely. As they're going into turn 1, these guys, I think they're just gonna chill. I don't know about these this 3 and 4, but it's gonna be interesting to see how this all plays out, man. I think everyone's just figuring out where they need to be and what's gonna happen and planning their strategies as these laps keep on winding down.
And speaking of laps winding down, we are at Pocono, and the stages kind of break everything up. So we only have 2 laps to go in Stage 1. Stage 1 is a quick 12-lap little kind of shootout here. We're this next time by, they'll take the white flag for Stage 1. They're picking they're picking them up and laying them down quick and getting around this 2.5-mile track known as Pocono Tricky Triangle in this place. But here to go. Now they're going to cross the stripe. We're going to have 1 lap to go in Stage 1. So here comes Racing Propane. He's going to take a look under Timmy Racer here going into 1. Let's see if he can make it work. He gets a run. He sends it on in. But is Timmy Racer going to get that momentum coming off the corner on the high side? He's got the draft help right there at Parley. He's going to do it. I mean, you can get such a run on that high side coming off of turn 1 down that little short chute.
Here comes that number 43 of Timmy, and looks like the run just died that he had at that 42, and it seems like this 42 is just going to cruise right to the line and get this stage win.
Yeah, I think Timmy gave it a shot there. He gave it a run coming off of turn 1. And Parley, he just put the pedal to the metal, and here he goes, and he is going to take Stage 1. And I think Timmy, coming out on that short chute, he saw that Parley definitely kind of broke away from him a little bit, and I think he kind of just settled in and said, hey, you know what, we're still on the end of Stage 1. I'll finish second in Stage 1, get some stage points, and set it up for Stage 2. Whereas, hey, no need to push it, no need to take an uncompromised risk and have something happen and end up not, getting wrecked or wrecking yourself and ending up all the way back in the back. So I think he was looking at the beginning of Stage 2 here in that 43 car. Maybe he can make a jump and get off to a fast start in Stage 2. But Parley in the 42 led every single lap. Of course, there was only 12 of them, but led all 12 laps in Stage 1. And he just keeps on going, man. Click off another stage win for that 42 Parley, and 1 step closer to getting that regular season championship, as we've only got 1 race left to go next week in the regular season. And Parley, he can wrap it up tonight if he gets another stage win and is able to seal the deal. Starting off Stage 2, here comes Parley. He's going to get a big jump on that restart. He kind of shot out like a cannon. Timmy Racer going to try to fight back on that outside in that 43. He's got help from Thart in the 12 car, as Thart has moved himself up now. And we're going to have 3 wide coming off of 1. Waterforce Racing Propane. Oh, 3 wide. They get shuffled around a little bit. Let's ride on the top of the 14 of Aussie Rules, as he's right in the thick of this, right here in about 6th place. Oh, a little contact, and there's that contact in that tunnel turn there, Elvin. The 14 and the 24 making a little contact. They make a look more contact in turn 3 before Aussie Rules now able to take the position away, as he had help from the 22. And these guys are getting real squirrely. Look at the 14 shooting underneath of the 16 there. Here comes the 22 of Azrael Looms. He's got something to say. He's going to split the 2. And it's kind of splitting the goalposts there in that 22 car. What a move by the 22 of Azrael Looms. What a move he just put on.
As a 3 wide again, and you can see this 14 falling back with the 99, trying to push him, and the 14 just tucks right in line. And there's some contact back there as the 99 gets into the wall after being hooked.
The 24, he made a little bit of contact, I think, with T-Dog in the 7 car. And they're still making a little contact, as 14 of Aussie Rules and Rhinov now trading a little bit of door paint. John Waterforce now, he's going underneath the Racing Propane and making the pass up front. I believe that is for looks like that was for fourth position. Or I'm sorry, fifth position. So put John Waterforce in fifth and Racing Propane back to sixth. But look at this lead that Parley's got out to on Timmy Racer and the rest of the field. But as you see that now Timmy Racer, he's getting the line, he's getting the boys together. He's going to get them all linked up in a draft. But as soon as I say that, Azrael Looms in a 22 has other plans. And so does Start in the 12 car. Maybe he's got other plans too, as they're side by side now. They're 2 by 2. This is behind the leader of Parley. And Parley might be able to use this to his advantage and maybe even increase his lead, Elvin.
Yeah, Parley has just checked out from these guys, and these guys they keep battling like this. He's just going to keep pulling more and more, but you can see some of these guys are trying to stick in line, and some not so much.
Now, these guys are really racing back here. They're really battling. As we've got 19 laps to go in stage 2. We've only got 4 laps down, 19 to go. There's a total of 23 laps in stage 2. So with 23 laps, I think we probably should see a pit stop in this one, I think.
I think we will see one, if I remember correctly. Don't quote me on this. I think it's 12 laps for your whole entire free run to go. That's why I got a little bit confused in stage 1. But we're past that. We don't talk about that. But, yeah, we're going to talk about some strategy right now, though. So, in order for these guys to catch them, they could stick in line until their fuel stop happens, or they can pit early. But with pitting early, you're on older tires, and if Parley just pits at the last stop, he's just going to pull away like that. So, if I'm these guys, I'm just going to try to communicate to these guys to stick in line and try to run down this number 42 car.
I think they may have heard you, because right now Parley has got a 2-second lead, exactly 2-second lead on the field. It's now down to 1.8. So yeah, with those guys all in line, there you see that long train, and they are hooked up. They said, hey, I think they looked up and saw that 42 car getting smaller and smaller and smaller. I think they finally said, hey, all right, boys, enough is enough. Let's get this train hooked up and let's bring him back on in. But look, they're gonna have a little bit of trouble. He was out to a 2.0 second lead, and it's only down to 1.8. And now they're going to get side by side again and get a little bit racy back here. As Racing Propane, he's got the help for the 43 of Timmy Racer and the 14 of Aussie Rules. There's that 14. Maybe the 14 heard what I was saying, and he's kicked it up in gear a little bit. Here comes Aussie in the 14. He's starting to flex a little bit of muscle, trying to get up through this crowd here. Got a little bit of a hornet's nest in front of him with John Waterforce, Azrael Looms, Thart, and Timmy Racer all in front of him. Aussie Rules now wants to take it to the high side, try to get around Timmy on the high side. That's not going to work very well, especially with no help, as Racing Propane, he's trying to take advantage of that. Not going to be able to, coming off of turn 3, and back in line they go.
As I'm watching this number 22 car, when he was the lead car, I noticed that he was hurting bad coming out of turns 2. And I think that's just where the one car said, hey, I'm better here in this turn, maybe I'm going to be a better leader, and he passed that 22 car. So maybe a left rear adjustment for that number 22 just to get him in the right position he needs to be in.
Definitely, absolutely right, man. As they switch positions, and you can see there's the interval. There's Parley way up there, and of course here's the interval with second. Oh, and Azrael Looms off the tunnel turn. He drifted up and he gave that wall a kiss. You know, I always say, you know, give the wall a kiss for good luck, but it never seems to be much good luck for me when I hit it.
The kid just kissed it twice. You seen that?
Yeah.
A little double kissy action.
Yeah, he's trying to get all the luck that he can get. I would too if I could, if it worked for me. But like I said, it never usually works out too well for me. But hey, maybe it works out for him. But even with these guys hooked up, Elvin, man, I'm still not seeing them really making any headway reeling in that 42. As a fact, Parley is now 2.6 seconds ahead of the field.
Oh, as the one car gets tight, hits the wall, and the 22 car passes him, and the 43 takes it 3 wide and gets in front of the pack and gets in that second position.
And now Timmy Racer put Timmy Racer to the point of this little of this group of pack. Now let's see if Timmy Racer in the 43, if he can be. Oh, with the 14, Aussie Rules down on the apron. Got wicked loose coming off of turn 3. He did everything but wreck that 14 car. He got it sideways. He got it spinning out. He got it all kinds of zigzagging, able to keep it straight. He did everything but wreck that car. He's got a little bit of damage. I think he made a little contact with the wall. He's got just a tiny bit of damage to the hood of that 14, but more importantly, if anything, he loses the draft of that lead pack. So now he's going to drift on back. He's got nobody. He's all by himself. So he's kind of no man's land now in that 14 car. But it could have been worse because he did everything but wreck that 14 car just a minute ago off of turn 3.
So what I've been noticing and what I'm coming to the conclusion of is, you know, Parley Race's custom setup, and you know Timmy Race's custom setup. Not maybe full time as Parley, but Parley was so fast in the custom setup series, which was Phantom, that he knows exactly what he needs to get out of that car in order to get the speed out. Where some of these guys who just race slider, the knowledge isn't there because they're not custom setup experienced. Some of them maybe, but I think Parley just has a way more bigger advantage of knowing what he wants out of his car than these guys do.
Oh, good, very good point. Good point.
And he knows where to find speed in the middle of the turn and out, where some of these guys are still trying to figure it out.
I was talking to him earlier, and he was working on this 42 car, and he knew exactly what adjustments that he wanted to make. Oh, we got a car in the dirt back here, off of turn 3. I think that's pit stops being made, and I think it was somebody coming down pit road. Zach in the 5 just coming off the pit road. And it was Amar in the 99. Amar, I think he came off of turn 3 and got real loose coming off of turn 3 and helped the grounds crew do some landscaping there off of the corner there.
Mm-hmm.
But pit stops now being made as we've got 12 laps to go in stage number 2, and Parley, with those mistakes that this second group was making back here and racing and juggling up the field and bouncing off of the wall, Parley now has a 4.6. Did you hear me right? 4.6 second lead on this pack, this group of pack right here. You can't even see him in the picture now.
Yeah, that's pretty wild to me. Especially on slider when all the cars are supposed to be even, but Parley got some jet fuel in that thing, and I ain't no snitch, but you know if you know.
I'm not surprised at it, because when I watched the Phantom race here at Pocono, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago, maybe about a month ago now.
Cars coming together in the back. The one car, the 22 car, and I don't think the 16. Oh, caution's out.
Caution is out. Yep, they're bringing the caution out.
Well, Parley did not want to see that after having a 4.6. Yes, you heard me correctly. You already heard Shady once, and I'm going to say it twice. 4.6 and growing lead.
Yeah.
All down to nothing, and I think these guys know exactly what to do. Now that they see what that number 42 is capable of, they can't let him get away.
No, they can't. And I mean, oh man, I mean, if you're a Parley, man, you got a 4.6 second lead, and increasing it over guys who are in a draft. Man, that is. But as I was saying, man, I mean, when he was here at Phantom in the Custom League and Phantom Pro Series that Thursday night, I mean, he led a lot of that race in the custom car at right here at Pocono and Phantom. And, I mean, he ran into that pit stop trouble there at the end, and some strategy got thrown at him a little bit different from some other guys. that put the nail in his coffin. But I mean, he was winning that race, and I mean, he had a good sized lead there at one point. I mean, he just knows that this is one of his favorite tracks. It's right in his wheelhouse, so I'm not surprised, really, at seeing him really be dominant. He's led every single lap so far from the pole. But like you said, I mean, there's Timmy Racer in the 43. Timmy can help it. He is not going to let that 42 get away this time.
Oh yeah, most definitely. As you see in the back of the pack, people going 4 wide, 3 wide, and now shrinking. But this 42, I think he plans on growing that lead further and further as he's already starting to make a gap between him and that number 43. But draft between these top 3, it looks like it's staying together better than it did the first time. So that's a good sight to see for these guys, but not for Parley.
And this is a strange, right off of that caution, John Waterforce in the 1 car already coming down pit road. I'm not sure. Maybe he didn't pit on that caution. I'm not sure, but here he comes now. He's pulling in his pit stop now. That is very unfortunate for John. I'm not sure what caused that. I think he must have not pitted and didn't click the button or whatever, and missed the pits there. But that's going to set him back a long way. Back on the track, these guys in the back half, they're doing some racing back here. Here comes Racing Propane. He's trying every which way to get past this 24 car. Then he says, well, you know what? I'll just tuck in behind you so we can draft up here, because that front pack is starting to break away a little bit. Racing Propane, he wanted to get around this 24 car, but the 24 was blocking him all the way down the front stretch.
And what you just missed, Timmy is in the lead right now, along with Thart in second place, as they went for a bottom shot move against that number 42 car, and they succeeded. And the 42 car was starting to drop for a second, but we're going to keep watching here to see what happens.
And now it's unfamiliar territory. Oh, here we go. Here comes the 12 car. He wants that lead back, or for the lead for the first time, and the first time he's leading actually quite a while in several races. Put that 12 car to the point. Thart Racing back out front to the point. Now he's got the 42 in his rear view, but right now Thart and the 12 car out in front on to the point.
I'm not trying to be the guy with bad news, but I think Parley's having some lagging issues. Like, he's not lagging, but what he told me yesterday is he won't be lagging on anybody else's screen, but he'll see, like, the people on his screen lagging. And I just seen him on the bumper of that 12 car, and then he just shrunk back. So, I think all he's just trying to say is, hey, I just got to stick it through and, you know, try to clinch this right now. So, if something does happen the next race, he'll be okay.
I think you're right, because I'm on Parley's stream for the lap count and leaderboard, and on his screen, that the 12 car directly, well, now to his outside as he goes underneath with the help of the 43 of Timmy Racer down the front stretch. This long front stretch, uses every bit of it with Timmy Racer on his bumper and makes the pass and puts him back out front in that 42 car. But yeah, you were like right when he was right behind that 12 car of Thart. You could see the 12 car having that wiggle, that lag wiggle.
It's like when you put two magnets together and you try to connect them, but one's upside down and it's the same as the other. And yeah, that's what it looked like.
That's a good analogy. It's exactly what it looked like. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I came up with it myself.
Hey, yeah, yeah, you come out with one every once in a while. I like that. I'm gonna have to put that in my playbook once or twice.
Oh yeah, can't forget this is Elvin Priest up in here.
Oh yeah, as they cross the stripe, this time we've got looks like we've got 3 laps to go. So 21 down, 3 to go, or 20 down, 3 to go. As there's 23 laps here in stage 2, so it's going to come down to one of these 3 guys, Parley, Timmy Racer, or Thart, first, second, and third right here. And it is all them by their lonesome selves, as there's the second group right behind them. and that's being led by the number 16 of Racing Propane in 4th, Reinov in 5th, Aussie Rules in 6th, Azrael Looms in 7th, and Amar in the 99 has worked his way up to 8th after starting in the back. There's that winner from last week. That 99 car of Amar, slowly but surely, he's working his way to the front, picking up spot after spot, little by little, one at a time. But that 99 of Amar looks like he might be on the move. He got a little out of shape there on the 1. He got down there on that apron. He got down there on that butter that people call it. It can get real slippery, and he got off the throttle. He's going to lose a little bit of time, a little bit of space. But he's going to be able to make this up as these guys are almost 3 wide going in a tunnel turn. As Parley comes around, he's going to take the flag. I believe this should be the last lap. As he crosses the stripe. Yep, we got 1 lap to go. So the white flag out, 1 lap to go. In stage 2, can Parley sweep the first 2 stages? I think right now it's safe to say, unless he makes a big mistake in these next 2 corners, he probably should do it.
I don't know what it is, man, but Timmy's car is trash in turn 2. Like, it just seems like he's very slow in that turn, and that's where he's hurting.
It looks like, yeah, he's losing some spots there, losing some time. Right, here they come off of turn 3, and Parley is going to take stage 2. Timmy in 2nd, Thart in 3rd. They're racing for 4th. Racing Propane in 4th. Reinov grabs 5th as these guys were racing to the line. But Reinov in 5th. And that puts Aussie Rules in 6th. Amar moves up to 7th. Azrael Looms in 8th. JB in 9th. And Snowy up to 10th. Now, you have to keep the eyes out on this number 99 car of Amar, last week's winner at Talladega. Got his first win under his belt. He's trying to ride that momentum and that confidence from that race last week. And he is slowly but surely, like I said, he's moving forward 1 spot at a time. He's going up there. He started way back in the back, but he's quietly, almost like a silent assassin. And now we're going to jump to stage 3, and we're going to jump with a new leader coming off of the gate. Look at this.
Racing Propane has found his way back up to the... Oh, never mind, I lied. Hold up. Alright, now we're facing forward.
Yeah, hit the refresh on that, my friend, because that's the 43 of Timmy Racer out front. As Thart came out in 2nd, and these guys trying to get some position here, and these guys don't want that 42 to break free. The guys behind the 42 are doing everything they can to try to keep up with them. The 2 guys in front of them, Timmy and Thart, they would love anything more than to break away from them. And now they're starting to get in line a little bit. Timmy Racer down to the bottom, blocks that low line. He knew that they wanted that low line. He blocked it. Opened the door for Parley in the 42 to look under Thart. But Thart got a good run coming off of turn 3, able to shut the door. As we check in here for 4th and 5th now, as Amar battling side by side, door to door with Reinov out of turn 1. Reinov going to take the spot. And that's for 4th. Racing Propane now in no man's land on the bottom. And that's going to move Amar now up to 5th. Look at that 99 car go.
It's a very good sight to see, I'm not going to lie. It's beautiful out there. As you got the Parley's bottom shot on that 43 car, and Parley has taken over the lead again.
Yep. And Reinov and the 24 are looking to follow as he made the move. And here comes the 24 car as he's having another great race. He's stuck now to the bottom of no man's lane while these guys going back to the top. And he's going to move up top right in front of Amar and stop the bleeding a little bit. As Timmy and Thart hooked up on the top side, went right around that 24 and moved them from second to fourth real quick. I don't know, does anybody have anything for that 42 car?
We know how strong this draft is, even though it's on low draft. I know in the Phantom race when I was racing here, the draft was insane. So it just goes to show how strong of a car Parley has when he was able to pull away from nothing to a 4.6 second lead, which is crazy. And I'm going to keep saying that. If he ends up in this booth, I'm going to say that is crazy.
And they were drafting too. Those guys were drafting for the most part. They switched places to try to get for somebody to try to be a stronger caboose out front, but they were drafting, and Parley was still able to clear away. But here comes Timmy Race. I'm riding with Timmy now as he's come off of turn 1 down this little short chute coming into turn 2, because I want to see how he does in turn 2 and see if he made any adjustments there in the end of stage 2. Looks like he went through that kind of carefully. It looks like he didn't really go into it very aggressively, but almost kind of went into turn 2 that time a little bit carefully. But he is sticking right in that draft of the 42, so he cannot get away. The Thart in third, Reinov now in fourth, Amar fifth, and Racing Propane sixth. That's our top lead pack of the 6. John Waterforce now, he's working his way back up a little bit. And he's got Azrael Looms behind him. So Azrael Looms and John Waterforce, those are just 2 guys. I don't know if they're going to have enough to catch that 6-pack car, the 6-pack car lead of that front pack. Maybe if they get side by side, they'll be able to get up there.
Yeah. I'm just enjoying this racing, man. Pretty calm right now, way calmer than it was in the first 2 stages. I think these guys are starting to learn what happens when too aggressive, and they're just trying to stay in line and, stay with this number 42. And even then, they're still having some issues, but they are right there at the end of the straightaway every time. It's only a matter of time till one of them makes a move coming out of the turn.
Yep. And like you said, man, these guys kind of staying in line. And we kind of saw it, a little bit in stage 2, where the first part of the stage, and stage 1, the first part of both stages, was really calm and cool, not much going on. These guys just kind of getting in line and logging some laps. But that's the second half of the stages, that's when they started kind of putting their foot down a little bit and get their rear in gear a little bit, as they say. And a lot of moves started to really take place. Now Thart gets out of line a little bit and is going to open the door up as he got loose off of turn 3, opened the door up a little bit. Now he's going to get right back in line. And yeah, these guys just look like they're kind of content, ready to log some laps. There's less than 20 to go now. There's only 17 laps to go in this race, so they definitely going to have to pit one more time. They should have. They only have about 12 or 13 at the very most laps that they can go, so they're definitely going to have to make a pit stop here. Now, like you were saying about strategy a little bit earlier, Elvin, there's different strategies that could be at play with this final stage. If with the one stop, I don't know. What would you do in this? If you're in this lead pack, if you're Timmy Racer or Reinov or Thart right there, second, third, or fourth, what are you thinking about doing here? Maybe a short pit and taking tires, or maybe
I just stick with Parley and try to mimic exactly what he does because they're keeping up. If you gotta think how many laps there is in a run. There's 12 laps. I don't know how many there is to go right now. I don't know if you know right now, or you can tell me when they cross the line. Um, if it's another whole run like 12 laps, and I believe it was, what was it, 20? How many laps are on this stage?
Well, we got 16 left to go, so
Okay,
as they
so yeah,
cross the
it's gonna
finish.
be a full, stop. So if I'm Timmy, I'm gonna short pit. But before, when he was on his bumper, I wouldn't have. I would just try to mimic exactly what Parley does. And you gotta remember, man, this is Parley's first time down pit road. If no caution comes out, so I'm gonna be watching him, and
Uh-huh.
hope the worst doesn't happen. And but like 2 tires, it's not happening. And just with sliders, it's not possible. If someone could prove that differently, that would be pretty crazy. But I just don't see it happening. And right now, if they're gonna short pit, they need to all communicate with each other so they can get as much of a lead as possible over this number 42.
Yeah, I agree. If you're gonna be short pitting, then you see this pack here with second place Ryan off, third place is Timmy Racer, and fourth is Start. You know, if you're these three guys here and maybe come together and say, okay, if let's all three pit on this lap, because as you see now Timmy Racer, he's taking a look, he's going to use the draft of Thart to get around Rhinoff, but if he's going to want to do that, he's going to want to do it here quickly, because they're going to lose even more time as Parley now starting to slowly inch his way further and further away, even though these guys are in a three-car draft. Parley in that 42. He's got himself a 1.2 second lead now on this group.
Even if they do short pit, man, the way with how fast Parley's car is just off of raw speed, Parley's gonna get out of there, man, and he's gonna catch him. And if anything, if these guys short pit by 2 laps, I don't know what they're gonna do, but they're gonna be right there with him, I think, because just with how much of a lead he has, it's just, it's just not gonna happen. And you gotta remember, there is so much time to gain at this track, because each turn is different here. Is that a caution?
Oh. Yep.
That is crazy.
That's gonna switch some things up big time. Let's see if we can find out what happened here. The 14 of Aussie Rules looks like he's got a lot of damage to that 14 car. And the 14 of Aussie Rules, let's see if anybody else. Looks like Zach and 6. Zach in the 5 car, he's got a lot of damage.
Yeah, that thing looks like it fell out of a bus.
Yeah, he definitely got into the wall big time. Looked like the 5 and the 14 got together and has brought out this caution. So throw all that strategy right out the door.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that Parley got some hitmans out there dodging pit road.
Yeah, he might. Now he doesn't have to worry about any green flag stops because now he's going to be good to go.
Alright, well, here they go, green again, and that's the 7 car up there, and I haven't seen him all race.
Yeah.
E-Dog flexing his muscle a little bit, going side by side with the guy that has been the best out of the rest of the field, and we're gonna... 7 car gets tight, and almost a little bit of contact between him and that number 42, and the 42 gets the run out of the turn, and here comes Rhinoff.
Oh, here comes the 12 car, and he got loose and got into the 99. Off of turn 1, contact was made. Both Thart and Amar both are going to drop to the back of the field here. As Parley's started to take off with Rhinoff in second. Timmy Racer now passes T-Dog. I think T-Dog maybe did something, maybe only took 2 or something, because he's starting to drop back. As Timmy Racer, John Waterforce, and Racing Propane now. So I think that 7 car really he tried to throw switch it up. But I admire that, man. I love it. You got to try something. and just trying to manufacture some positions, if anything. But I don't know if that's going to work out well for him, as he's already starting to go backwards here a little bit.
What did I think happened with that 7 car? I think he already pitted, and he just took 2 tires where everybody had to take 4 because nobody else pitted.
Yeah.
And it didn't go well for him. But look where he's running right now. I haven't seen him all race, so it's hard to say if it's a win or lose situation as of right now.
You got to try something, because you know you don't have you know you don't have the car of the 42 or the 43 or the 24, so you know you can't beat those guys on speed alone. So if you can't win, look at that. I don't know, did you see that? The 42 and the 24, they went all the way down to the inside retaining wall. The 24 stayed on the 42 all the way down. The 42 is just doing everything he can to break that draft, isn't he?
I think this 42 probably knows how aggressive this 24 is, and he's just trying to get the hell away from him.
Yeah, you might be right. You might be right. The 24 of Reinhoff, and like I said at the beginning, man, this guy has just gotten better and better and better as the season's gone on. You know, he's got 4 top 10s, but has yet to get a top 5 or a top 3. But here he is in a second spot, with a shot to win it. I mean, we're sitting here right in second, and he is following the tire tracks of the 42 and doing everything he can to. I mean, he's right there sniffing the draft, and it's fun. I mean, look at the 42. He's doing everything he can to break the draft and get the heck away from this 24. But the 24, just wherever that 42 goes, the 24 goes as well.
And if I'm Parley, if you know he's gonna do that, hey, make him mess up the entry of the turn, you know?
Yeah, that's good. That's a good way about it. Because now here comes John Waterforce. Don't look now, but here comes that 1 car back into the mix. Haven't seen much of. He dropped all the way back there in the beginning part of the race. But here he is now, back up the 3rd spot in that 1 car. And he's got the 43 at Timmy Racer. So now these 3 guys are hooked up. You got Reinhoff, John Waterforce, and Timmy Racer. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th now hooked up. Now let's see if these guys, using the draft, if they're going to be able to reel this 42 in enough time, because time is starting to really click away. As when they pass the start stripe, the stripe this time, we're only going to have 5 laps to go.
The question is, can this 24 hold on to a top 3? And if I don't think he has a top 3 all season.
No, he doesn't even have a top 5 yet. He's got 4 top 10s, but no top 5s.
So this is the best performance, like I said in the beginning of the race, that we have seen out of this number 24 car. Can he hold on to that 3rd position to get a little interview?
He's driving the wheels off that 24.
Oh, but I tell you, man, Timmy, he not gonna sit there, man. He's gonna go all at it. And the way it's looking, he's gonna be clinching this regular season championship.
Yep, you know it's coming. As things are starting to wind down here, now Reinhoff, he moved up top and opened the door now for that 43. So here comes Timmy Racer now, coming off of the turn 3 down this long front stretch. Side by side, here's Timmy and Reinhoff. This is and Reinhoff able to use the draft off of John Waterforce and pull ahead just a little bit in turn 1. Still using that draft to see if Timmy Racer's going to be able to do anything. Not going to be able to do it. He's going to have to tuck up behind him again and keep him in 3rd spot.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I think we're going to have a crazy battle on our hands for this 3rd position, as the 24 is looking to get 2nd away from John Water. course. I almost said Waterford.
Yep. Here he comes, and he's going to get it, too. He's going to get it. He's got it. He's got him cleared, so here he is. So now that's going to leave Timmy kind of hanging out to dry now. So he's going to have to tuck behind the one car of John Waterforce. And Timmy in that 43, you know, like you said, man, he's not going to sit there. He's gonna throw something at the end here. As we've got 4 laps to go. And they're going to go 3 wide. Look, thought about going 3 wide. He thought about it. Now Timmy Racer. Timmy got around a 24 for third, but here comes the 24 back. He's got something. He's not done yet. He wants to get up in here in that booth. He wants to get that podium finish. He said, "The hell with just a top 5. Let's get a podium." I love it.
Yeah. That's what he said.
That's exactly what he said. I know. I could tell you. As they cross the stripe, we've got 3 laps left. So time is definitely running out for a lot for this entire field. Look at Parley in this 42 car. He's just dominated this whole race. Look at that lead that he's got now. I mean, he can almost put it on cruise control and finish this thing out.
I think he already has.
He just might. He just might, as he's coming off of turn 3. And we crosses a stripe. Only gonna have 2 laps to go. And brought to you by the good friends and all the great people at Nasrec Racing League. Great partnership that we have with them guys. With 2 laps to go. And looks like Reinhoff was able to get around Timmy Racer there for third. Can that 24 hold on for a top podium?
As this 43 is coming with a huge run, and it dies again.
Here comes Parley. He's getting ready to come in turn 3. There's that 24 car. And now here comes Timmy Racer underneath the 24 car as they cross the stripe. White flag is out. 1 lap to grow. 1 lap to go. Brought to you by the good friends and awesome people at Phantom Racing League. With Elvin Priest himself here in the booth with me tonight on this Friday night. As Parley has set sail. This is the biggest battle here on the track right now. And this is for third. As Reinhoff now in 4th. Timmy Racer just able to take third. They're going into the tunnel turn the final time. There's you see Parley way up there. He's going to cruise to the win. Here comes Reinhoff off of the tunnel turn. He takes it on the low side. John Waterforce in 2nd. He should cruise to 2nd place. This is the win. This is the battle of the race right now. Who's it going to be? Here comes Reinhoff. He makes the pass for third. Parley, your winner at Pocono. Parley takes the win. John Waterforce in 2nd. And Reinhoff grabs third. Congratulations to Parley, your winner at Pocono in dominating fashion. As let's get the final rundown here. As Parley, your winner at Pocono, John Waterforce in 2nd. Reinhoff comes home 3rd with his first top 5 of the season in that 24 car. What a job by Reinhoff. Timmy Racer comes home 4th. Racing Propane in 5th. Thart in 6th. JB comes home 7th. Asriel Looms in 8th. Aussie Rules in 9th. And T-Dog rounds out the top 10. Ooh, what a race.
Yeah, pretty good race by all these guys. Yeah.
And And Thart had the fastest lap. Timmy Racer with the second and Parley third, but Thart with the 53.147. Very nice. So let's see about getting these guys up in here. We need Rhinoff and John Waterforce. So give me just a second while we get these guys on in here. You got it, man. Alright. There's one invite. And here's sent the invite to John. There's the invite to Parley. And let's get this. Now we just need Rhinov in the 24. Yeah, but I got him here. I got him. There he is. Yep. Alright, so sent him the invite. So we need Rhinoff to get on in here so he can get this interview. Man, he drove the wheels off this thing, man. That was awesome to see. It was a heck of a race. That race went quick, it seemed like. Didn't it seem like it went quick to you, Elvin?
Huh? What? I was zoning out. I was zoning out.
I
Are
said,
you ready to get interviews?
it seemed where we'll just wait for Rhinoff to jump on in here. But it seemed quick. The race went seemed quick. It seemed like it went fast. I mean, we had a couple cautions. All right, there we go. Now we got Rhinoff on, and all right, yep, take it away.
All right, Ryan, man, you had a hell of a car tonight, and I would say it's the best car you had all season throughout any track. It's the best run that you have had. With this momentum, well, we don't even get there yet. I'm trying to talk about this race, and then we're going to go to momentum after. I don't do this often, so give me a break. So, do you think there's anything you could have done better to your car, adjustment-wise, just to keep up with maybe that 42, would you say? Mm-hmm. Most definitely, and we love hearing that. You know when someone put in work, especially when their run goes from top 10 to
Real
now
quick,
it's top 3.
real quick, Rhinoff. Can you make your voice shareable? It's not coming through on the broadcast, brother. Oh man, yeah. Well, it's important. I mean, you earned it, man. You earned this interview, brother. We gotta the fan. We got quite a few people that are live with us. They want to hear this interview from this 24 driver. Yeah, brother. You got some fans out there tonight. Yep. Yep. You had quite a few. Yeah, couple fans out there tonight in that in the chat. All right.
Is
There
it
we
going through,
go.
Shady?
All right, go ahead, Elvin. Let's pick it up now. Let's go on with the 24 of Rhinoff finishing in third tonight. Take her away.
All right, I'm gonna restart then. I'm gonna try to remember what I said. I mean, it goes through one ear, not the other. So I can't really remember. So, with all this, with how you ran tonight, you put in the time, and the effort, and it's showing. It's just, what are we gonna see next week? If you're this good with the top three, and this is, I don't know if it's your first time, but I don't think it'll be your last. Uh, are we gonna see this same 24 car up here again? And I think you definitely did, and that's exactly what you needed, a strong finish going into next week. Even though you said you're not that good at it, but hey, man, you could always get better. It shows when you practice and everything, and hopefully we see you again soon. And what kind of momentum does this bring to you in the playoffs now? Hmm. 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 Well, you heard it here. That's Rhinoff 24 car. If you ain't seen it, and if you didn't see it, you better rewatch the stream before I beat you up, because I'm not even playing. You don't want to miss this for the world. And Shady, do you have anything for this number 24 car of Rhinoff?
Man, I just gotta say congratulations, Ryan. Hell of a job, man. At the beginning of the race, man, I was saying, man, I've been watching you all season, dude, and you have gotten better and better and better as the season has gone on. You come into the race with four top tens, no top fives, and here you are, and you muscled your way to a third place finish, man. I mean, like I said, been watching you all season, and just been a pleasure to watch you get better and better, and finally break through a little bit and get the finish that you deserve, man. Excellent job. Job well done. Congratulations, friend. Always, man. Always. That is Reinolf in the number 24 car, bringing it home in third. Let's jump over to the one car. John Waterforce back on the track from missing last week and back in the one car, back up in here in the booth for the interview in the podium. Man, John, what a heck of a run that was, dude.
Pure talent. That's all I can say.
Well, give us your
I don't know
rundown on
how
this
else.
race, man.
It was awful. Seemed like I would get run into the wall or some lag or something. It would get in my way and I'd get damage. And stage two, that was just a total mishap on my part, not pitting. I thought I had pressed X to pit, but didn't. So I had to sacrifice stage two and stage three. Just working my way up, and just fell short again. Story of the season.
Well, coming into the race, man, you said that talking to you before the race, you won this race last year. And I mean, you started there out, up there towards the front, man. You had a heck of a start. I mean, yeah, you had a tough run, man. But there in stage three, the one car really started taking off. Did you have to make any adjustments, or what kind of adjustments did you make to get that one car really take off like it did in stage three?
I made adjustments to the first stage. Didn't like it. It was getting too loose. So I backed off of those adjustments and just drove the track the way I thought you know, and we, the draft plays a big role here, and once guys get side by side, it's pretty hard to really make hay on someone that's fairly quick. So, wish we could have made a run there at the end, but the 24 had other plans. Decided to run me up, but you'll get that sometimes, and it's good to get back to a second place.
It's going to get you back on the track after missing last week, man, and you're having a heck of a season so far. Elvin, do you have anything to add for John?
I think you just about covered everything.
Sounds good, man. All right, John, we're gonna let you go and celebrate getting this second spot, man. That was a hell of a comeback, dude, man. That was fun to watch. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And let's move on to the man of the hour, and dominated from the jump, winning the polls, winning stage one, winning stage two, and coming home and finally capping it off with the W with me in the booth. It had to take me to be not in the booth for him to win earlier in the season, but here we are, finally. I get you back up in here in the booth for the interview for a winner's interview. Congratulations, Parley, in that 42 car.
Awesome. Thanks, JD. It's finally good to have a P1 with you in the booth, man.
I mean, give us your rundown on this race, man. Was it as easy as it looked for you tonight?
Not really. I don't know what it is with this game, but there's been some strange lag thing where I was told that I don't lag on other people's perspective, but when I'm racing, the whole lobby is just like twitching a little bit. So when I got in traffic, I was getting really nervous and I was trying to stay off of everyone. So, well, when I was in clean air, like, I mean, I really like this track. It's one of my favorite tracks, and I felt confident that I can at least try and pull away if they're battling for second. But I did get a little bit nervous there at the last 10 laps there of the final stage. There, I saw Rhino if he wasn't I wasn't really pulling away from him, and then John came up to the front, and then I don't know what happened, but I just saw out of nowhere that I had a 1.5 second lead, and I was like, oh, cool. But I made the right adjustments. I worked on the car, and when I got in front and I kind of was able to break the draft, I felt confident that I could just pull away from the field.
I tell you, it was funny. I got a good kick out of those last few laps there. And you're trying to break the draft with a 24, and he was doing everything he could to stay in your tracks. But I mean, I mentioned it looked easy because I mean, at one point there in stage two, and I'm on your stream for the lap count and leaderboard for all the folks watching, and you opened up to a 4.6 second lead before a caution took that away from you. I mean, and those guys were drafting, and you were single dingle out by yourself, still pulling away. What was going through your mind at that point? Was that cruise control time there? Was that, pop open a frosty beverage, smoke a cigarette, throw a little Toby Keith on the radio?
Yeah, I made that was my first part of the adjustment, and I wasn't able to get my full adjustment, so I kind of had to work with that. I had to make a little adjustment to keep the car a little bit looser when I made my final one in the stage three, and then it almost felt better than my second adjustment. I was like, oh, okay, so I mean, I was just hitting my lines, and I knew they were drafting, but I couldn't tell if they were on my rear, if they were trying to draft or they were trying to pass each other, but yeah, I mean, I saw that. I was pretty comfortable. I was just hitting my lines, just hoping to get to the finish, and that caution came out. I was like, uh-oh. So, but I was just, I was hoping I wasn't going to get like third or something like that, because that leg thing I was worried about that. And, but I was able to get in the front and kind of keep going.
Yeah, I did see what you were talking about on your stream with the twitching and the lagging from the cars around you. I did see that, and you're right, man. I mean, I didn't see it anywhere else. It was just on your screen. But up here in a booth with me tonight is the owner of Phantom Racing League that you run in on Thursday night, your boy Elvin. And Elvin was waiting to ask you, because he had his eye, he had the eye on the whole green flag pit stop. After what happened in the Phantom race here and your green flag pit stop,
Uh,
but I
I gotta ask you something, Parley man.
yeah,
Who's
go
the
yeah,
ahead, go
hitman
with
what's
it.
out there? Who's the hitman out there? Cause that pit road man was like a wife yelling at you. Like you guys just didn't want to talk it out. So somebody's out there,
yeah.
and I want to get to the bottom of this. No, I'm playing.
Yeah,
But
no, I mean,
you
oh,
had a
what's up?
fast.
You can go for it.
You had
Yeah.
your car was on rails, man. I don't think anybody had anything for you, and just raw speed, man. You're like a medium rare steak out there, dude. Just being cooked, man. I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say. I
Right
lost my
on.
train of thought. Damn it.
I think you're going with the. I think you're going with the Pocono. And I'll echo that too. I was kind of happy that there was some yellow flags, but I didn't have to go down pit road. That's something that I'm working on. I've been getting better at it too. So, believe it or not, at Dover last night in the Phantom, I went in pit road fine. I didn't spin. It was great.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Yeah, I didn't wreck anybody's race. That was awesome.
Well, man, you finished it off here, dude, and I mean it was something to see, dude. I mean, from the opening, I mean, from qualifying all the way through, I mean, just absolutely dominated it, dude. Absolutely dominated. Congratulations, man, on bringing this thing home. And I mean, we'll see how things shake out as far as the points, but I think it's pretty much safe to say that that sweeping the stages and the race, I think it's pretty much safe to say, congratulations on locking up the regular season championship for the North American Racing series this season.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Shady. I think, yeah, I can never say never, but thank you, Shady. Appreciate it.
And you can never say never, but coming into the night, you had a 37-point lead and taking both of the stages and the win. Asriel Looms was in second and second in points coming in, and he didn't have the race that he definitely wanted tonight. But so I mean with the way you did it, man, I think it's pretty much going to be safe to say that. That you put the clamps down on the regular season. So I mean, what does that do for you as you go into the last race of the regular season, going into WWT next week?
I'm just gonna go in, race for the win. Um, just if I lock it in and I get it, I'm still gonna race for the win, and I know it's gonna be competitive from everybody that's locked in, and just keep riding with this momentum. Race clean for the next week, and just do what I can. See if I can get back in the winning circle again.
And get those playoff points, my brother. Get them playoff points, because playoffs is 2 weeks away, and that's where that's when the lights really come on. Man, Parley, congratulations on getting this win tonight and Pocono, man. That was fun to watch. Awesome job, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, Shady. Thanks for being in the booth. Thanks, Elvin. Thanks, Nazarek. And thanks, Phantom, of course. And appreciate everyone that came out.
Absolutely, man. And that's pretty much going to wrap things up. Elvin, you got anything to add on top to send us away?
Y'all better hit that subscribe button, because if you don't, we're gonna have some issues. You wanna know who I'm gonna send to your door? It's gonna be me at your door, knocking on it. So that's already one problem. I shouldn't even be at your door, because you hit the subscribe button, bro. It's not that hard. It takes 2 seconds. And you wanna know what else you gotta do? Ring that bell. Just not the one in Washington or where the heck it is that already has a crack in it. You're gonna break it. You gotta ring the bell.
Oh,
right
my
one.
Lord. Elvin.
Elvin works out. He will come to your
Hey, you
house.
better watch out. I'm built more than Parley ever will be. You better watch out.
Elvin, my brother, I think you were talking about the Liberty Bell, and that's in
Yeah,
Philadelphia.
that bell.
That's in Philadelphia.
Well, it's okay. I know my stuff. You know what I was talking about. Um, I'm not that good with bells, but I know I can ring them. So y'all better be able to ring them too. And what else was I gonna? Oh yeah, hit that thumbs up button because if you don't, you wanna know where the thumb's gonna go. You don't want to find out.
Oh man. Oh man, we're gonna have to end that here. But yes, ring the bell because these two guys are ringing championship bells. Elvin taking that regular season championship in Phantom on Thursday night, and Parley pretty much, I think it's safe to say, took home the North American Racing Series championship tonight with this win at Pocono. I want to thank all you guys watching and tuning in live tonight and chatting it up on the broadcast stream there. Without you guys, we're absolutely nothing. So I want to thank all you guys for tuning in and watching. Want to thank all the great people, all the great folks over there at Nasrac Racing League and the awesome partnership that they have with us. Want to thank Elvin Priest up here in the booth with me, the owner of Phantom Racing League. Want to thank Phantom also being the partnership and our number one sponsor. I want to thank all them guys and thank Elvin as well. That's pretty much going to do it for us tonight at Pocono. Parley takes it home and grabs the win. John Waterforce in second. Rhinoff comes home in third. I want to say goodnight to everybody. We're going to see you all next week for the regular season championship finale at WWT. We will see you next week. Everybody have a wonderful night and a great weekend.